a stork. Tail is all this time.
Meet Pixar's newest DEI hire.
I saw that. Those hands look big. I bet they fit me. And
9/11 wasn't all bad. Statistically,
Erin, this is so Erin.
Every word of what you just said was wrong.
Wrong! Am I wrong?
Wrong.
Wrong. Wrong. Wrong. Wrong. Wrong. Wrong. Wrong. Wrong. Wrong.
nothing wrong with this stuff at all.
Because it's wrong.
Live from the hereafter in Seattle, Washington, it's Wrong and Fucked Up Game Show! There you go! The elaborate host is Jay Live!
Welcome to Wrong, everybody! Keep it going for yourself! Oh, hello. Welcome to Wrong and Fucked Up Game Show. My name is Jay Light. This is my scorekeeper, my announcer, Tyler Mesnerich. Go ahead and make a little noise for Tyler.
Howdy, everybody. Howdy.
Tyler, this is the last show of our tour.
Yes.
We are going back to California tomorrow.
Yes.
And we unfortunately just found out about Sean Kemp's weed store at the perfectly inopportune time. Thank you so much for coming out. This is a really great audience tonight. Who likes game shows? Make some noise if you like game shows. Nice. This is great. Now, I feel like most people, you know how a game show works. You like it when people do things right. Not here. At this show, we like it when people do things wrong. That's good. I like that you knew that I was coming to you. We clocked this.
Fucked up.
Gnarly. Let's go.
Gnarly. Sick. We're gonna do it all together. We're gonna say wrong all together, because that is how we do things around here. What's your name, by the way? Sarah. Tyler, give Sarah a couple points. Sarah gets a couple points right out there. Make some noise for Sarah.
This is an excited crowd. I like when they clap for points.
Yes. Most game shows you like when people do things right. Not here. We like it when people do things. Great audience. Oh my God.
Let's do it.
You guys are putting Boise to shame. I tell you what. Folks.
Among other things, putting Boise to shame.
In a lot of different ways. Don't you worry. We have a slew of great comics here tonight, and they are going to be competing to find out who is the most fucked up comic in Seattle. All right. We are going to be putting them through the paces. They're going to be doing some dark, dirty material. They're going to be doing their most fucked up material for you guys tonight. They are also going to be in some fucked up situations. For instance, we have gone through all of their old social media posts. We have found some things that they might not realize are still publicly available. And we're going to ask them some questions about that. Along the way, we're going to do some other fun things that you guys are going to have a great time with. We are very excited to get you guys some prizes, because we can tell you're going to be a great audience. You're going to win some prizes for sure. You guys ready to win some prizes yourselves? Well, it's time to start things off. We have our first game, which is an audience game. It is a game called Worst Week.
Fucking thing sucks!
Yes, it does. Now, I just realized, yes, is our, Tyler, do you have the card with the Worst Week winners on here? Oh, it's right here. Look at that. Nice. Make some noise for our wonderful producers who figured that out. Nice. So, we have our Worst Week winners here. All of you, thank you so much for submitting. If you had a fucked up week, we have two people who I think take the cake. Our first Worst Week contender is Connor. Connor with an E. Conner. Where are you at, Connor? Hello. In 5 words or less, Connor's week was fucked up. 72-hour hangover. Connor, why don't you come onto the stage real quick? I have a quick question. Connor, make some noise for Connor, everybody.
Connor coming up.
Connor.
72 hours.
72 hours? Goddamn.
Goddamn.
What happened that led to the 72-hour hangover?
Wine walk.
They know all about the wine walk, I see. Where is the wine walk?
West Seattle.
Okay. And how much wine did you imbibe on the walk?
Many wines.
More than enough wines, it sounds like. Connor, you are in contention tonight with our other worst week competitor, Eric. This actually is, I think, kind of perfect. Eric, where are you at? Eric? Eric? Oh, great.
Oh, shit.
This is fitting. Eric, come on down. Husband and wife? Yeah?
Get the fuck out of here.
I know. Oh, wow. In 5 words or less. In 5 words or less, your week was fucked up. Wine at the dentist.
Yes.
As part of the wine walk, or you just... Same night?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait. Did you go to the dentist? You went to the dentist in the middle of the wine?
Yes. We were at a dentist drinking wine. That's part of the reason that she got so drunk.
Did you guys do nitrous also? What the fuck is going on at this wine walk? Tyler, do you have any questions? I feel like I'm totally flabbergasted here.
I'm happy you guys found each other.
You're getting made for each other, clearly. All right, well, I don't know which one of these two, they're going to both get prizes. They both had pretty fucked up weeks.
And should they live at the same place, so whatever.
There's not going to be any jealousy going on. Y'all are going to be totally fine. Well, if you think that Connor had the worst week, make some noise. If you think that Eric had the worst week, make some noise.
Dentist.
That does not sound that bad. There is a dentist in the crowd who just said dentist as the one heckle for that one, I think.
His wife having a 72-hour hangover. Yeah.
You know what? How did you take care of her during the 72-hour
that's a good
hangover?
I'm going golfing that day.
Then Connor definitely had the worst week.
Oh.
Good point. All right, Tyler, these both get prizes. Tyler, tell them what they won.
All right, this is an exceptional prize. This is 2 VHS tapes we found in Pendleton, where is that? Pendleton where? Where's that?
Pendleton, Oregon.
Wherever it
Yes,
is.
at
All
the
right.
Salvation Army in Pendleton, Oregon.
This is Learn to Cook. From the Learn to Cook Divas, some African on VHS. But this is also very special. It's My Oh My, the 1995 Mariners on VHS. We also found...
Congratulations to our 2 worst week winners. Make some noise for them one more time, everybody. All right, y'all. Now that we have found out some fucked up things about you guys, it's time for you to find out what our comics think is fucked up. This is a game called Let's Get Fucked Up. And we clap. We love to clap in between rounds. So, like I said, we have 3 of the finest comic in Seattle here to get wrong for you tonight. We've asked them to do their most fucked up material. It might be dirty. It might be dark. But it will definitely be. Yeah, that's right.
Sarah's fucking high.
2 points for Sarah.
All right, I'll allow it.
Sarah, give yourself maybe more.
Sarah's just in front. Being
Tyler
like,
could
what?
score you higher than 2 points if you like.
5 points for Sarah.
I usually go by hundreds, but I'll take 5.
I'll take what I can get.
All right.
Oh,
fuck
boy.
yeah, all right.
Well, let's go ahead and get to know our contestants. Our first contestant, I met the night after Donald Trump got elected in 2016. Let's see if she's just as victorious tonight. Please, make some noise for Erin Ingle, everybody. Erin Ingle!
What's up, everybody? This is a cute crowd. Make some noise. Hello. Okay, yes, I am pregnant. On purpose? What? 25-year-old me could not have seen that coming. Anybody here decide to keep your babies, or make some noise if we're into abortion, if we like rights and stuff? Yes. Well, that was fun while it lasted, huh? Back to pushing each other back down the stairs. Make a pact with a friend. It's up to us to protect each other. We can't let J.D. Vance be satisfied, you know? So we need to withhold. I will say this. I will give this to pro-lifers. Pro-life is a way cooler sounding choice than pro-choice, right? Pro-life, that's good branding. I'm not pro-choice. I can't make a decision. I would prefer to be told what to do in most cases. But this is in a spaghetti versus Alfredo kind of debate, all right? I need to be able to make some decisions. Pro-life, though, that was good branding. Pro-choice, a little soft. Here's my counter proposal: pro-death. Okay, way more metal. I like that. And I am. We should all eventually die. You're a strain on the system if you don't, and that's selfish. I am pregnant. I'm also a mom. I've got a 2-year-old at home. And I gotta say, I do worry sometimes that maybe my cool years are behind me. Maybe it's over for me. Am I never gonna know what it feels like to get drunk through my butt? You know? Does that ship sail for you at some point?
No.
Fuck yeah! Me, you, bathroom, later. A couple straws. Gravity, I don't know. Do it together. I have my doubts, you know. I feel like I used to be cool. I used to be into fucking punk rock and shit, and now, you know, I was like really into alternative music. Now I'm getting really into alternative milks. I guess that's my lot in life these days. I'm pretentious about it too. You guys try hemp milk? You gotta try hemp. Tastes like rope. If you put it in a latte, it's like sucking coffee through a shirt. How did we do it? I'm proud of us. Don't have a lot of time tonight. I guess to do something else a little dirty for you guys. I was talking about this with a guy friend of mine, this guy with a penis, and should specify. And this guy with a penis told me that he claimed that anybody with a dick is gonna have a little thing in their mind, a little trick, a little image that they conjure when they're doing it to hold out longer. True or false? True. Okay, I heard some light feminine voices in there, so I don't know if you're 100% the authority on the topic, but I respect that. Does anybody care to share what theirs is? What's your thing?
I had a really ugly teacher when
Yes. Oh, Mr. Seyfried is on your mind. Love that. Okay, so he's with you. He's kind of your wingman, or she, whatever they are. I love that. Anybody else? I've heard some good ones over the years. A lot of people tell me that a grandmother is a good thing to picture. To me, getting into a little bit of a Pavlovian trouble there. You go to grandma's house, rock hard. I don't know. Maybe you could get confused. I would just say be careful. I was talking to my guy friend about this. He told me he would picture an old roommate he had that would eat peanut butter out of the jar. Okay, loved that. And then he was like, "What about you?" And I said, "What do I think about when I'm trying not to come?" I can't think of a time when I've been holding out on anybody. All right, I'm putting my best work in here to get there. I have never ever been waiting. I have never been the source of the delay. I will say that. Okay, I have tried my best, and I have had time to think. Though I have written 3 more Fast and Furious films in the time that I have waited to come. You guys. All right, that's it for me. I'll see you later. I'm Erin. Thank you.
Erin Ingle!
Nice. I haven't had a butt-chugging reference in the comedy set in a long time on this show. Butt-chugging friendly crowd, I see. Look at this. All right, folks. Our next contestant, other Seattle comics have described as innocent. Let's ruin that. Make some noise for Phil Burton, everybody. Phil Burton.
What's up? It's good to be here. So yeah, I'm just kind of innocent. You can probably see on my face. I shaved today. You could, yeah. So I grew up going to a Catholic school. I went to one kindergarten through 12th grade, and we didn't have a mascot, but we did have Jesus. And I had to go to church like every other week, and I noticed that whenever something good would happen, the priest would say, "God is good." And whenever something bad would happen, the priest would say, "God has a plan." But I never heard anybody say, God has a good plan.
No one ever said that. Holy shit.
God's coming for you.
So, wait, what'd you say?
It's like God's coming for you.
Yeah. I knew it. So yeah, I also had to go to confession. You guys know what confession is? Yeah. Yeah, when you tell your secrets to another dude with secrets. So that was fun. And like the host mentioned, I'm from Seattle, and so I was in New York this past weekend, and I was talking to this guy, and I asked him where he's from, and he said the Bronx, born and raised. And I was like, okay, that sounds pretty cool. He asked me where I'm from, and I said, bitch, I'm from Seattle. And I was like, wait, that doesn't sound right, okay? Like, maybe if I was like from Detroit or Chicago, but if you say, bitch, I'm from Seattle, you're like, what are you gonna do, code something? Like, this motherfucker's gonna work remote, that's what he's gonna do. So yeah, I actually used to be embarrassed to say that because the city doesn't have a lot of street cred, you know, because it's not as gangster as LA, it's not as tough as New York, it's not as racist as Boston. But there's this thing, it's called the Seattle Freeze. You guys have probably heard of it. People can be kind of flaky, and I'm trying to make that into a type of street cred. Like, okay, like where I'm from, fuck around and make no friends, okay? Put that on the back of a Subaru, you know? So, Elon Musk, he's been in the news a lot lately. I used to think he was cool, you know? I used to think he was up to something. But I should have known something was up when he said he wanted to colonize Mars. Like, never trust a white South African that says the word colonize. Like as a verb, you know, like that's crazy. That's like talking to somebody from Alabama and they say they want to segregate their rice and beans. It's like, sir, this is a Chipotle, okay? Racism costs extra, alright? So yeah, okay, I'm gonna be vulnerable with this next joke. So I'm not drinking right now, and I'm not drinking because I'm on medication. That's hard on my liver. It's for toenail fungus. So I'm not drinking because I have toenail fungus, which is somehow worse than saying I'm a raging alcoholic, okay? It's okay, I'm in a 10-toe program though. So. Yeah, I just went to Hawaii for a wedding. I was trying to get my toes right for that. Like I wasn't even in the fucking wedding and no one even asked about my toes, but I guess my toes are fucked up. Yeah. So I think YouTube is trying to get me to pay for the premium subscription by showing me the saddest commercials ever. Because I'll be watching like an NPR Tiny Desk concert, SNL, a Dua Lipa music video, okay? And I'll get hit with an ad for St. Jude's Children's Hospital. And it's just a montage of kids with cancer, all right? But in the bottom corner, there's a countdown, 3, 2, 1, skip. I just gotta hope the kids beat it, you know? I just gotta think positive, all right? Thoughts and prayers. So I was thinking about Harriet Tubman the other day. And so I look her up, and her birthday, it just says March, which is tough, you know? Like, if we can know Jesus' birthday, we should know Harriet Tubman's. I think she literally saved more people, all right? Like, but if you know somebody and they make the whole month about their birthday, that is classic Harriet Tubman. Right? That is classic H. Tubman. One time I told this joke and somebody in the audience mixed up Harriet Tubman with Helen Keller, all right? And I was like, Helen couldn't see, Harriet saw the way, all right? Like, all right, my name's Phil, have a good night.
Phil Burton, everybody.
Folks, we have one final contestant. You ready to meet our final contestant? He has a gay talk show where he puts straight comedians to the test. Oh, how the tables have turned. Make some noise for Ricci Armani!
Ricci Armani!
Hey! How's it going, you guys? They were like, you have to talk about fucked up things, and it's like, I'm kind of a clean comic. I don't know if you guys know that or not. But then I was like thinking about it hard, and I was like, I did used to be like a huge whore. Any whores in here? Yes! Oh my god, yes, get tested. Okay, yes. Including you, Mr. This. Okay, I saw that those hands look big. I bet they fit in me. And I bet they do. I can be your Muppet, just like, hello. And that's fun. I don't know. I did used to be a huge whore, and I loved it. And then I met my boyfriend. I'm a taken man now, which is cool. Yeah, thank you. I broke up a marriage to do it. And I did. That's like the fucked up part. But I didn't know. It wasn't my fault. Like, he was like in an open marriage, and I was like, oh my god, this is so much fun. I've always wanted to fuck a married guy. I love Lana Del Rey. And then... And then we were in Chicago, and I was like, we're in Chicago, we're having so much fun, like, just hee-hee-hawing. And he was like in the hotel of, by the way, our like shitty hotel. I was like, I thought you were rich. But he was like, I'm leaving my husband. I was like, way to ruin my favorite city. So that was cool. And now we are together. So that's fun. And no, I'm not worried. History doesn't always have to repeat itself. That's all I'll say about that. I don't know, I was like thinking about it, and I was like, okay, you used to be a whore. Did anything funny happen when you were a whore? And then I was like, oh yeah, one time I accidentally slept with a guy, and while he was going down on me, he was like, I love that tight brown Asian ass. And I was like, that's crazy. It's kind of more of like a tan. And then he and I had sex, and I was like, you wore a condom, right? And then like afterwards he was like, what? And I was like, cool. And then I slept with him 2 more times. So that's fucked up. I don't know, I hate Christmas now. I don't hate Christmas, but it's like kind of like, I don't know, I just like every time Christmas comes around and then I have to sit in traffic, I'm like constantly reminded that my cousin died in a car accident, and I'm just like, she's kind of a selfish bitch for like dying on I-5, you know, like... I'm like, you're really ruining people's holidays right now. They have places to be. And she's like, I have to go to heaven. Fuck you guys. That's my trauma, okay? I don't know. I think it's also fucked up that I have to work in retail part-time. Yeah, I worked at American Eagle for a while. Yeah, caca. And... That's actually how American Eagle workers like it. When you walk into the store, you just like, caca! You know? They're folding jeans, they're having a good time. If you spit food at them, they will eat it. It's kind of how eagles feed their babies. I worked at American Eagle for a while, and that's kind of where I found out, like, retail's kind of like a gay job. Like, if you're a straight guy who's worked in retail, like, you've probably touched a dick, you know, like, I don't know what to tell, like, truly, like, okay, when I worked at American Eagle, they were like, you have to go check on the customer in the fitting room, and I was like, that's fruity, but they were like, no, do it, and I was like, okay, so, like, I watched, like, my straight coworkers check on other guys trying on clothes in the fitting room, and I was like, it was so funny to watch, because, like, a guy would just be shirtless in the fitting room, and this straight guy would walk in and be like, everything good, bro? And the other guy would be like, yeah. And it's like, you guys are fags. And I don't know. I stayed at American Eagle for a little bit, though, because they gave me a walkie-talkie, and there's just something so cunt about, like, having a walkie-talkie. Like, it's, like, pinned right here, and you're just like, can I get a fitting room? Like, it's just, I fucking love it. It's like, why did we need walkie-talkies? Okay, like, I'm sorry, like, I've never seen an American Eagle bigger than this fucking room, okay? It's like, I'm not a park ranger, you know? It's like, and neither is anyone else, so that's cool. Okay, I was supposed to do fucked up material, okay? Like, okay, I'm supposed to close on a wholesome joke.
Just keep being fucked up.
Okay, just keep being fucked up. I was such a whore in my 20s that there was definitely a point in my life where, like, if I had sat on this stool right now, it would have just, like, fallen up inside of me. And So for sure you would fit. And that's a callback. Okay. I feel like that's a good place to end. My name's Ricci.
Ricci Armani, everybody!
Nice. Let's get Phil, Burton, and Erin Ingle back out here. Our other
All the
contestants.
comedians, make it loud for them!
Come on up, everybody. Yeah, you guys, however you like.
Whatever feels good to you guys. I bet you feel good. And
Who's the big dick one in the house?
I don't know, but he had big hands, and I was like, that could fit me. And that was the joke. Yeah. Let me see that fist. Do this. Yeah.
Do this.
Well, I like that we got the crowd in on the fisting stuff. That's perfect for this show. Tyler, you got to see everybody's sets. How did our comics fare after the first round? What are the scores?
Well, Jay, very good round. 500 points for Erin, 500 points for Phil, and for being the most fucked up and saying, like, what everyone's, a Muppet? A sex Muppet or something? 600 points for Ricci, everybody. 600 points for Ricci.
Wow. Guys, comics, y'all are being real fucked up. That's exactly what you asked to come here for. We are about to play our next game. First time with all of our comics on stage. How are y'all feeling as we get into the games?
I feel wet.
Yeah. I feel gayer for being close to Ricci.
I think we all feel gayer for being close to Ricci.
That's actually how we convert you guys.
Just proximity.
Proximity, yeah. The Last of Us is actually a show about a lesbian infecting everyone with gayness.
She's like, you gotta try chaga. Have you had horsemane?
Well, good news, you are closer in proximity to Ricci, so you'll understand by the end of the show, I think. Let's go ahead and move on to our next game. This is a round, one of our favorites on the show. This is a round called Intweetment, everybody. Ooh. Yes. Very good stuff. What's that? Duck Hunt, yep, Duck Hunt. Twitter sound. Nerd. What's your name?
Sarah.
John, make some noise for John. Oh, let's get John some points. Make some noise for John. We'll get Sarah the assist in there.
Sir, 5 points for Sarah. Good for you.
A couple of those Duck Hunt points. Now, here's what we got going on, folks. Like I said, we've gone through everybody's social media on the show here tonight. Ricci, we'll get to Ricci's in a little bit. But what we have done is we found posts from everybody's past. Some of them are still publicly available. Some of them we had to dig a little bit to find. All of them from their past. And we have blanked out words. We're going to make them guess what they said all those years ago. Now, don't you worry. We're going to start off with one of mine so everybody can see how it works. I never know what it is. My producers never tell me what it is beforehand. There are 3 options. One of them will be real. 2 of them are fake. This one I tweeted July 1st, 2016 at 11:12 a.m. No comments, 1 retweet, 1 like. And I tell you what, that's honestly pretty great numbers for my Twitter.
I just realized all of us were turned toward the screen before you ever saying it was gonna go on there, and how fucking stupid we would have looked if it didn't pop up. Ooh.
Oh. Okay. Blank going raw blank.
This is about
No, this
sushi.
one's me. No, this one's one of mine. We'll see. I wrote this one.
That this was mine?
No. I wrote whatever this is.
Cards Against Humanity.
Yeah, this is Cards Against Humanity going raw. Blank going raw blank. I have no idea what this could be.
You were like, I'm trying out sushi, going raw, #living.
This is, you know what? That's because this is perfect hashtag space right here. I have no idea what it could be. Let's see some options. Option 1. I'm all for fad diets, but it's just a tad too horny to tell everyone in my life I'm going raw this Thanksgiving. I guess I'm fucking a turkey, I think. That's what they mean.
I mean, that's fun. Yeah.
Option 2. The FDA says we shouldn't eat raw cookie dough because it can harbor E. coli, but I'm skeptical. I've never gotten sick from going raw before.
Okay, well, you've never had chlamydia.
That's true. Nope. Relatively clean bill of health. All right, option 3. Remember how much more you like sushi than cooked fish is how I got my girlfriend on board with me going raw on her. Now, Richie had sushi on the brain. Richie knew. What do
You're
you
gonna
think?
love all the rice too.
Phil, you had something you were about to say. I felt
Oh,
like
is this about your now wife?
This is 2016, so this would not be my wife.
So you can say whatever you want, Phil.
Hey, I went raw. I know that's not a great thing to be saying about my wife's in the room. That's not great. She's gonna have some questions about this after on the long drive back to Los Angeles after the show. I need a minute before I figure out what I think it is. What do y'all think it is? Erin, Phil, Richie, what's your guesses?
I'm thinking E. coli. That reads like a good old J joke to me.
Okay.
I'm thinking A. That's the Thanksgiving one.
The Thanksgiving one, yeah.
I'm sticking to my guns about sushi because I love sushi.
I think that's a good. I like that.
Yeah, I do. I might not be Japanese, but I'm Filipino. Close proximity.
I feel like it might be the cookie dough one too. This feels like a me. The cookie dough does feel the most like me, and I'm a sucker for cookie dough. Let's see. Cookie dough! Nice. There's some points for Erin Ingle. Convenient. It is time for Erin to get into the hot seat. Come on over to the stool. Make some noise for Erin Ingle. All right, Erin. This is a tweet from before we met. This is one of the oldest tweets on the show today. September 15th, 2014.
Oh, I was very smart in 2014. Let's do this. Yeah.
This has the best performance out of between the two of us so far. 0 comments, 0 retweets, 2 likes.
Hey. I gotta wonder who was liking my tweets in 2014. Fucking pervs, I bet.
Let's see that tweet. Tyler, blank. Blank, all around bigot. So 2
boy.
bigots like this tweet, I think.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
What was going on in your life in this exact moment? Do you remember?
2014. I dated the most racist person I have ever fucked in like 2013, and you know, once those pieces started to come together, things got kind of sour. I tell you. I think I actually remember whose dad this is about. So let's see what we got here.
I like those odds. All right, option 1. Remember, Erin, if you think you know it, don't say it till the end because Phil and Richie will get a chance to guess first, and maybe the audience might throw in a couple guesses or 2. We'll see. Option 1. 9/11 wasn't all bad. Statistically,
This is so Erin.
Statistically, the terrorists killed at least 1 all-around bigot.
From 2011 to 2015, it's all 9/11 stuff. It was all. I was reading a lot of books.
And this is in September. It's right on the money.
Wow, we got a smart audience.
Fucking thinkers in here.
Like it's an escape room or something.
Okay, all right.
Option 2. Starting to think God is an all-powerful, all-knowing, all-around bigot.
You're talking a lot of shit about God on the show already, Jay.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, bud.
Option 3. Call me old-fashioned, but I'm just a general, all-around bigot.
Oh, good stuff.
Phil, Richie, which one do you think it is?
Erin loves 9/11, but I gotta go with it.
Yeah. Which one?
B.
B, okay.
Option B.
I know that I know you, and I know that deep down you are a bad person.
Yes.
So I think it's this last one.
Okay.
Yeah, you were like, we need to make more white babies, and that's why you got pregnant.
I found a tall, big dick white man to throw down.
Nice.
She did, I checked.
Yeah. But she's always backing into my house for some reason. So, yeah. Weird.
Oh man, Erin, which one do you think is the real tweet? Do you know?
I do know. I remember this, and I do remember who this is about.
What do we got?
It's this one. This is me.
Yeah!
Yes.
And wait.
This is. Can I tell the story?
Yes, please.
I was dating a guy, and he was mixed race, and he referred to his African dad. He said he didn't want to bring him to Seattle during Pride because he's old-fashioned, and I was like, I know what you mean, buddy. Yeah, wonderful guess. Didn't realize how that would read out of context 10 years later. Huh?
And that's what we were banking on. Give it up for Erin Ingle, everybody.
Thank you.
And Phil Burton. Yeah, we're going to get you up there now. So, Phil, you take that.
Phil Burton, everybody,
Keep
in
it
the
going
hot
for
seat.
Phil. And I will be kneeling like this.
Cute.
Is
it a stretchy suit?
No. This suit, we're probably getting on the last legs of this suit. I've been working out to my thighs are gonna pop right out of here one of these days.
Oh my god, you should definitely return that to Men's Warehouse.
You bitch. Okay. This is a J. Crew suit, all right? I know it's moth-eaten like a Men's Warehouse selection, but no. Oh boy.
They have a fantastic mid and small section.
Yeah. Oh god damn it.
It's a great way to get points. Roast Jay, I love it.
Are you recording this? I want this.
We are. All right, Phil. We have got your tweet that was from July 10th, 2022. Recent.
Fuck, this is what I was saying with Ricci, where it's gonna be like 2025, 0 likes, 0 retweets, and it's like, because it's like adjusted for inflation, it's like extra bad.
Yeah. Well, you were just born, so that makes it actually. Yeah.
Yeah, you like went back. It seemed like you went back and forth on whether or not to actually leave your Twitter up or delete it. You posted some of these on your Instagram.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's I was wavering on like how much to post about comedy, and then obviously I'm regretting it. So,
well, let's see one of those regrets from July 10th, 2022.
Oh fuck, dude! This was a. I remember. So I was.
It is a lamp with
Wait,
a.
do you want me to explain
headdress. Well,
No, don't explain it yet.
hold it. I want to hear after what the
Okay.
deal is here.
This is so Lana Del Rey coded.
This is 0 likes, 0 comments, 0 retweets.
Damn, and you just left that up there.
Yeah, we got a picture here, and there's a comment you left. It's a caption above the picture.
Okay.
So they are going to be guessing what the caption is, and then
this is bad.
oh my god! And if you think you know, don't say it to the end. And I want to hear the story behind this photo at the end. I think we all do, don't we, folks? Option 1. This lamp had a great time at Coachella.
I wish I tweeted that.
Option 2. Cultural appropriation. Or option 3. Meet Pixar's newest DEI hire.
That's funny.
Oh boy.
I mean, like between like the string lights in the background and the headdress, it's kind of giving like bring back Tumblr era. Like that's what this is to me.
Tumbleweed era with this headdress, I
Okay.
think. Ricci, Erin, which one do y'all think it is?
Oh, this is a banger joke here. I'm wondering. This would deserve a few more hearts. So I'm gonna guess that this one is the Coachella one. I'm gonna say.
Okay, Coachella. What about you?
I'm gonna guess that it's the middle one, whatever option B was, because Phil said he wished he had tweeted the first one, and this last one is not as funny as Phil is. So, yeah.
All right, audience.
I thought one of them was gonna be my wife.
Audience, you guys really liked this one. Do you think this is the real post? No? Which one do you think is the real post? The second one?
You guys are like, Phil's not that funny.
Phil, do you remember which one the real post is?
I think so.
Which one?
I think it's the cultural appropriation.
It is!
Wait. Can I say?
Yes, please.
This is not my lamp.
That is my headdress. I bring it everywhere.
But I did just get back from Coachella and my head was hot, so I needed to know. This is not my lamp. I was visiting my brother and these were his roommates and I posted this and he's like, he was afraid that it was gonna, I mean, obviously, that's nothing to worry about. But like, he was afraid it was gonna get some traction and it was gonna come back to him and come back to them. And so I took it down.
Wow.
Apparently not down enough.
Yeah.
Or I like went private or something, I don't know.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Phil Burton, everybody. It all worked out great for Phil. And now, Ricci Armani. Here, you take that.
Can I just say, you guys, I'd like to say that we're on Duwamish land. And, okay, I thought that was going to be funnier. Okay.
We're doing a fucked up show.
Okay, Ricci. I would just like to point out before.
Okay, yeah, please tell the story, because I almost did.
Okay. So before the show, we were giving the comics a rundown of like what this part of the show is, and we got a panicked Ricci coming in hot, immediately asking, "Did you find my Twitter?" And we found not only his first Twitter, but his second Twitter. But we did not find his third Twitter.
Which, okay, I don't use Twitter anymore, okay, except for this one Twitter that's active that he's about to tell you about. Jay, go ahead and tell him how fucking cool I am.
The one Twitter that he uses currently is just for porn. And unfortunately,
Creating or consuming?
Consuming. You guys didn't see it, but I winked. And
Gobble.
unfortunately, we did not find that Twitter. And I honestly, probably fortunately, we did not find that Twitter. We did find a tweet that you posted from your second Twitter, October 28th, 2011.
Ooh, vintage.
And I'll tell you what, it was a real different time in 2011.
hey, let's just go ahead and remember that, like, I'm funny right now, and I'm so woke now, and I believe that, like...
He just did a land acknowledgement.
Let's see that tweet. Okay!
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Let me tell you what, you guys might be mad at me, but they still say this word in Texas, okay? Go get them. That's a big state. And...
Good. This is Ricci doing his Kill Tony audition in this tweet.
Oh my god. Hey, you know what? If that moves the needle, I'll do Kill Tony. I don't give a fuck, okay?
Girl, what's wrong with your face?
Oh my god, I look like Cillian Murphy.
Oh, sweet baby Ricci.
So we got 3 tweets.
You know, and it's like, how are we supposed to guess this? Because I threw that word around a lot.
Were you a
Don't look at me that way.
I don't know. Were you a literal teenager at the time?
Was I a teenager? Yeah, I was a teenager. I was like 14.
Well, sorry, Phil. I interrupted you.
No, it's okay. You look at me with those eyes again, and I swear to God, I'll smack them to the ground.
I mean, is this the...
What? Does it feel good to watch me fall?
No.
So this
could have been any of us, is what I'm saying.
It could have been, but only Ricci was bold enough.
I think
and
I
brave
only
enough.
tweeted like 16 times total, you
So
guys.
you only tweeted 16 times, and this was...
Not everything's gonna make the cut for 16-year-old Ricci.
Some things are just meant to be, like this tweet.
This is crazy.
Something you
guys.
just gotta get off your chest.
Okay, also, like, clap once if you can, like, say that you've, like, used that word. Yeah, fuck all of you, okay?
Now we want to get to a point. This is not a gotcha show, but we are going to show off these tweets because we do got 3 tweets that you posted.
Okay, let's hear it.
One of them is real, 2 of them are fake. Option 1. Ew, I feel like boo-boo and I work 7 to close. #retarded.
That is hilarious. Like, even if, like, okay, think like 2011, that's like pretty fucking, you're like, what do you feel like? I feel like boo-boo.
Option 2. Today I talked with a British accent at work all day. #retarded.
And I would never do that. That's a bad British accent, oh my god. It's almost as bad as their teeth.
Option 3.
Cleaning up after rude Asians and stepping in dog piss. Hashtag retarded. I'm gonna go ahead and say I worked in retail at this time, okay? And like, that actually does sound like something I would have said back then. And hey, how many Asians are here? Okay, so we all know, like, they're not the nicest, right, guys? Like, look, every Asian in here just shook their head and they were like, fuck that. Yeah, like,
This is a battle Ricci fights alone.
all right, guys, let's stand in unity now.
Yeah, we all agree. Hashtag retarded.
Now,
Man, those Filipinos, I'm not so sure.
Oh my God, it's not the Filipinos, it's the other. I don't know.
So, Phil, Erin, which one do y'all think is the real tweet?
Oh my God. Okay. I feel like I know Ricci pretty well, that I do know you use the word boo-boo, and I feel number one is for my choice.
Okay. Phil, what about you? Man, I'm kind of feeling this latest one because he had that comment about Japanese people earlier, and yet people just don't change. I'm going with C.
Okay.
Whatever.
okay, audience. C, B, A. Richie,
I genuinely don't know.
Yes.
Like, I genuinely don't know because, like, I've changed so much as a person. I've forgotten this part of my life. Yeah, I'm like, who is Ricci Armani anymore? He's reformed. And that's, is it A?
I think it's A.
I think, I genuinely feel like it's actually C. Like, in my heart, I think it's C because, like, I worked in retail at a place where, like, there was a lot of Asian tourists and they were not very nice when they asked for things.
The way he says Asian, bro.
Did you also notice how he stood up?
He put multiple syllables in that one.
And then, like, think about this, like, there were dogs that would run around the store that I worked at, and, like, it wasn't uncommon.
Why were there dogs?
Because it was Nordstrom, and they let you do whatever you want.
Oh boy. I feel like you're about to drop Oriental up in here. What are we got?
Let's move on, shall we? Come on, Jay.
Which one do you think it might be?
I think it seriously might be C.
Let's see which one's the real tweet. It is A!
Okay, yeah.
Not that bad.
Woo!
By the way, I would just like to point
Put your
out,
phones away.
this is actually an Tweetment First, where all of the fake options were actual real tweets that you posted from the account. And if you would like to check for yourself, just go to @Ricci Armani on Twitter. That's in Tweetment, everybody. Make some noise for our incredible comedians. Yeah, they're all out there, just all different hashtags.
Oh my God, I need to get my...
Oh boy.
It's
All right.
better this comes out now before you're on SNL.
We have got a couple more games to go. Our next game is a game involving our comedians trying to beat a robot. This is a game called Fear Abby. Go for it. Yes. Nice. I like clapping on the beat. That's good.
No fucking rhythm in this.
I was gonna say, like, yeah, we're in Seattle.
Maybe the most rhythmless city in the United States.
I think it's Catherine Blanford. She has a joke that's like, beet is just a vegetable, and same here.
Tyler?
Yes.
We have Tyler over here on the ones and twos ready to go. The way this game works is, like I said, we're having our comedians try and beat the bot. That bot is Fear Abby, our AI advice columnist. We have trained Fear Abby to only give bad advice. Bad advice on purpose to your questions. And our comics are going to try and give them, or give you, worse advice than the robot does. Your job, if we get some advice, is to determine which one did worse, the comic or the robot, Fear Abby. Tyler, let's go and show how this works so that way everybody knows. You have something you need some advice about?
Yeah, Jay. I've been going on a lot of dates, and I want some advice on how to guarantee that a date ends with a kiss. What you got for me, Jay?
All right, we want Tyler to guarantee a date ends with a kiss. All right, I think that you should be making sure that you fill your mouth with all of the smelliest possible objects that they have wherever you're going on a date. If you're going to a bar, pickled onions, pickled olives galore, just shove them in there. If you're at an Italian restaurant, actually you should only go to an Italian restaurant so you can be just deep throating garlic the whole time. That's what I think. That's how you guarantee a kiss. What does Fear Abby say?
Well, let's hear what the bot says. The bot says, mention how every date you ever had ended in a kiss, so it's basically tradition. Constantly lean in. Constantly lean in, even mid-sentence, just to keep her guessing. Set a timer on your phone labeled Kiss O'Clock and act surprised when it goes off. So I think Jay did not beat the bot.
God damn it, yeah, I don't think I beat the bot. Do we think the bot beat me on that one?
Yeah.
That's fair. Everybody boo me real quick. I feel like I deserve that. Oh well. Hey. These comics, they're not going to get booed. They're ready to beat the bot. You guys ready to see our comics beat the bot? Tyler, who's been going first on this round?
Well, let's see. Let's throw it. You know what? I like him. He's doing fun stuff. Let's go to Ricci. Let's go to Ricci.
Ricci Armani.
Jesus. Okay.
All right, Ricci. So, who other needs some advice? Yeah, Sarah, you ready?
It was, I didn't mean to, but I do.
Okay.
Ricci, baby, give me some advice.
Well, what's your question?
Yeah, what's your question? What do you need advice on?
I can't just give you advice. That'd be bullying.
Okay, what's the next move in my life?
What's the next move in your life?
Yeah.
Is this your man's?
This is my man's.
Okay, cool. I love that.
It's both my man's.
The next move in your life.
Get some more information, everybody.
Yeah, I need a little bit more to go on.
Yeah,
Okay,
we
what's
need a
going
little
on?
bit more specificity.
What's going on in your life right now?
I'm a little lackluster. I own my own business. I'm a little bit. I like adventure. I want a little bit of.
What kind of business do you own?
Well, I'm a bookkeeper.
A bookkeeper. Okay, that sounds illegal. And
It can be if you work it right. Baby.
okay, it can be if you work it right. Okay, so and then what do you guys have kids?
My man's-ish. No.
No kids. Okay.
I have a 23-year-old daughter. This is just
You have a
my
23-year-old daughter.
really,
Okay.
Really good friend.
So my advice to you for like if you just want, it sounds like you want to spice it up, would be to take your bookie business and like make that a legal move happen, and then slowly kind of just like breadcrumb trails back to your 23-year-old daughter, because she's probably like, oh, I just graduated college, I need a lot of money, and it would be really easy to be like, oh yeah, this dumb bitch fucking is trying to siphon money out of me if the cops ever got involved. And then you go into like this Nancy Botwin from like Weeds kind of lifestyle where you're like, I'm gonna start selling drugs now too because like fuck it, nothing matters. And then like this guy, whatever your name is, you're gonna be like, I'm in, we're ride or die forever, and you're gonna get a fucking gun, okay? And I don't even know where you get that in Washington. You have a gun and a name? Your name's John? Sure, whatever. And John's gonna have a fucking gun, and then you guys are gonna just go to Nevada, and then you're gonna be like, I'm gonna start fresh and be a good bookie now, and then like you're not gonna do it because you can't escape crime. And then on like season 7 of the story arc, everyone's gonna be like, this bitch is kind of boring, and the story's kind of played out, and that's my advice to you.
That's some fun advice from Ricci. What did Fear Abby say, Tyler?
I will say.
100 points for Sarah.
A little hung up on the bookkeeping
exact
part of
same
this.
thing.
Fear Abby says, replace all your spreadsheets with glitter-filled scrapbooks.
I feel like that also could have been Richie's advice at a different point. Is there anything else?
Yeah, let's go on there. Yeah. Introduce mystery charges into accounts just to see if anyone notices.
Do we feel like Ricci beat the bot, everybody? Nice. Good job, Ricci. Ricci beat the bot. Are we going to Phil?
Oh yeah, wait, I got a prize.
Oh yeah, we got a prize. Oh yeah, Sarah, you got a prize.
All these prizes were found at a very Christian thrift store. What was it, Sunfield?
The Sunbridge Thrift Store in Walla Walla, Washington.
This is Will America Survive? A book about how the Bible predicts America will fall. That's for you.
You're welcome. Phil Burton, you're going to be going next. Who needs some advice from Phil? Who needs some bad advice? Come on, don't be shy, folks. Yes, over there.
Wait, did you really? If you did, I'm sorry. You should be on DoxyPep.
All right. Phil, you think you got this?
I'm like, you guys want to work this out right now?
what's that, Rory or whatever, that show? Like, no, that's the...
Maury?
Maury.
He's 12 years old. He doesn't know.
I've only known streaming my whole life. So, what's your name? Kevin? And you have chlamydia.
Ricci's chlamydia.
From Ricci.
So, quick pause. Richie's been in a relationship for a couple years, so you've just been holding on to that.
Kevin, I don't know what you
You guys are
strange.
Kevin, let's shut the fuck up.
Richie, Richie, Phil. What is your
I think
advice?
Richie needs some advice.
What do I do?
So, advice for you.
Bad advice.
The worst advice possible for someone with chlamydia. Bro, I mean, talk to somebody, right? Who'd you come with?
Look at me.
So I would make as many friends as you can. I would introduce yourself to the front row here, to this man right next to you. Fucking do a polyamorous thing. Spread that shit like wildfire, you know? Like, I think by the end of the night, you want everybody in this room, myself excluded, to have chlamydia. You know, like, don't come anywhere near me. But you want to, you want to fuck everybody in this room consensually. And, you want to fuck everybody in this room consensually.
Verging on good advice.
Unprotected. And, yeah, and then don't tell anybody that you have chlamydia, and send them on their way, you know, and it'll be a beautiful thing. Yeah.
So everybody in this room, pretend you did not hear that there's a chlamydia-riddled man in this room. Hey, Tyler, what does Fear Abby say?
Well, I couldn't get Fear Abby to give advice on how to not.
Is chlamydia too raunchy?
But I got advice for how to not get chlamydia. So here we go. Assume you're immune because you just have a good feeling about it. Only ask people if they look clean. Trust your instincts over medical facts. Believe that showering right after sex cancels everything out. Hey, that's it.
All right. Do we think that Phil Burton beat the bot, folks?
Fuck, bro.
You know what? Do we feel like the bot beat Phil?
Because of the phrase that, I mean, it's more succinct.
You know, we're going to call this one a draw. We'll call it one a draw. We're splitting the push.
Well, here's a prize, Jay.
Like,
Here's a prize, Jay.
Yes.
Show the audience. This is another book. It's called Managing Stress by the Power of God's Love. That's for you. That felt very appropriate.
All right, Erin Ingle, it's time
Hello.
to see if she can beat the bot. Who needs some bad advice from Erin? Right here in the front row.
Hello.
How do I find a housewife?
How do you find a housewife?
Boo. Weirdly specific.
Okay. You're going to want to start at a bouldering gym, okay? You're going to find the woman with the most carabiners, the heaviest pocket that you can see. And then we're going to start a long game, okay? There's going to be a lot of tea. There's going to be a lot of mushroom supplements. You are going to, what we do in the biz call gaslight, okay? You are going to convince her that she is interested in men. And then I think after 3 to 5 years, first of all, you're also gonna have to get chickens. You get these chickens, now she's at your house all the time, helping take care, okay? You're like, oh, I don't know, fucking take care of a chicken, I'm a guy, yeah? I think what's gonna happen after a while is she's gonna go straight. And you're gonna catch yourself a nice little house lesbian, okay? All right.
That is some solid bad advice.
Thank you so much.
Tyler, what does Fear Abby say?
Refer to yourself as a provider at least 5 times per conversation. Post a job listing titled "Seeking Domestic Goddess Must Cook, Clean, and Laugh at All My Jokes." Only date people who list baking as a hobby and ask for a resume.
I feel like these are all things that he has already tried. Do we feel like Erin Ingle beat the bot? Great job. Nice work. That is Fear Abby.
Wait, we got a prize here.
Oh, yeah, we got a prize.
Hey, this is a book called Heaven.
This is called Forgiven.
Oh, you're right. Fuck. It's Forgiven, the powerful testimony of ghetto preacher Willie Ramos. That's for you.
Can I sign it?
She's signing it, everybody. That's incredible.
Make
Wow.
some noise. I think that's Fear Abby, everybody, and we have one more game. Tyler, let's check in on the scores. How's everybody doing so far?
Wow, that was a great round. Phil is getting his ass kicked, but he's close. We can come back, Phil. 1,300 points for Phil, and a tie for first place. Erin and Ricci, 1,600 points.
Wow. Very nice.
Thousandaires.
Very nice stuff. Anything can change in the final round, folks. This is one of our all-time favorite games. This is a game of sexual trivia called The Weakest Kink. Yes. One more game. Now, we are a porn-consuming city here in Seattle. Yes, we're watching porn. We're a horny crowd. One of my favorite parts that we uncovered about the website Pornhub is that they have an insights section where they have data based on people's porn watching habits. Weakest link style, we are going to be playing trivia with our contestants here. We got 2 rounds. The first one is the regular weakest link round, weakest kink style. Everybody please stand up. Make some noise for our contestants. So, Tyler is going to be keeping track here. You guys stand here.
Stay seated.
No, stay. Don't sit, but stand. Just stand in front of your chairs.
It's the audience. What are you guys? Come on.
Why are you guys all facing me?
I don't know what happened.
I worship the screen.
This is, I got the questions here in the cards. Don't you worry.
Okay.
I'm going to be asking trivia questions. Whoever gets the most right will be moving on to the sudden death round. The 2 comics who get the most right will be moving on to the sudden death round. Whoever gets the lowest is the weakest kink. Goodbye. Tyler's going to be keeping track of scores, and we are going to start with the weakest link currently, which is Phil Burton.
I don't really like that intro.
We are going to get things going in the first round. 2 minutes on the clock. Is everybody ready for the weakest kink?
Quick pause.
Wait.
I have 2 minutes to answer as many questions as possible.
Everybody, we have 2 minutes for everybody to be answering questions.
Oh, okay.
And if you need me to repeat the question, just say repeat the question. Tyler, let's put those 2 minutes on the clock. Phil, which of these football search terms was the most popular on Super Bowl Sunday 2025? Super MILF, Super Tits, Super Fat BBW.
C.
Correct. Ricci, which of these cheerleader search terms was the most popular on Super Bowl Sunday 2025? Thick cheerleader, hot horny cheerleader, cheerleader threesome.
Cheerleader threesome.
Incorrect. Hot horny cheerleader. Erin, which of these search terms grew by 4,510% on Super Bowl Sunday 2025? Big giant monster cock, football player jerk off, fishnet foot job.
Ooh, I'm gonna say fishnet foot job.
Incorrect. Big giant monster cock. Phil, which of these search terms was the most popular in Washington on Valentine's Day 2025? Pegging, spanking, flogging.
Fucking pegging.
Incorrect. Spanking. Ricci, which of these search terms was most popular in New York State on Valentine's Day 2025? Emotional, cuddling, mutual orgasm.
Mutual orgasm.
Incorrect. Emotional. Erin, which of these search terms was most popular in California on Valentine's Day 2025? Hairy bush, queef, anal.
Anal.
Correct. Phil, which of these transgender search terms was most popular with men in 2025? Trans goth, trans chastity, trans dildo cum.
Trans chastity.
That is correct.
Whoa.
Ricci, which of these categories was most popular in Norway? Pissing, fisting, bondage.
Oh my god. Is it Is it bondage?
It is pissing. Erin, which of these search terms are viewers from Washington most likely to use? Friend's mom, milking, amateur wife.
Can you say what's the
I'm so sorry, I cannot complete the question.
I'd like to say that this game is not fair to me as a homosexual. Like, not a single question in there was like, ooh, my straight friend goes to the mall with me, or ooh, my straight friend comes over, or ooh, my straight, like, that wasn't...
Richie's just plugging his show right now.
I will just say, because I'm sure we're all curious, the search term viewers from Washington are most likely to use in 2024 was milking. You knew?
I did.
Sarah gets some fucking points again. Nice work.
What are you milking?
Tyler,
I've never heard of it.
who's the weakest kink in this round?
Well, Ricci got nothing right, despite having a Twitter porn account. Erin got 1 and Phil got 2.
All right.
You guys fucking doubted.
So.
This is crazy because this lines up with Phil's favorite porn search term, come from behind.
Hey.
Yeah.
Got him. Got his ass. All right. Richie, you must sit down, but you are not out. Don't worry. The sudden death round works as follows. Let's hear that sudden death music, Tyler. It's time for sudden death. Oh, sudden death.
Do you guys own the rights to this?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
The sudden death round works as follows. We are going to be asking questions down the line, one by one. The first person to get 2 questions correct wins. But if either of these comics get a question wrong, Richie does get a chance to come back into the game.
I thought it was a whip.
It's been on stage the entire time.
He was just like whipping around. What?
We do.
Richie.
He doesn't get to whip an audience member.
Does not get to whip an audience member. We don't have time for this. This is too strong. Tyler.
I'm going to have to give out more Jesus books in a second.
We are going to start with the strongest kink from the first round. So, Phil, you are going to start off.
Do I get a question and then she gets a question?
Yes, that is exactly right.
That's
But
what starting off means.
you know what? I'll allow you to whip Phil for that. Well, your time in the sudden death chamber starts right now. Let's get that sudden death music on, Tyler. Tension. All right. These are going to be mostly options of 2, like this one. Phil, true or false? Porn viewers from Maine are more likely to search for Harry Bush than any other state.
True.
That is correct.
Never been to Maine, but had a feeling.
Erin Ingle. Which Seattle Seahawks appearance in the Super Bowl reduced traffic to Pornhub the most? Versus the New England Patriots or versus the Denver Broncos?
Yeah, Patriots.
Incorrect. The Denver Broncos.
Ah!
Erin, take a seat. Richie, you get a chance to chop in here now.
Hey guys, remember me?
Don't listen to the crowd, Richie. Listen to the voice in your heart, Richie. Don't listen to the
The
crowd.
voice in my heart made me sit down.
All right, Richie. Which of these transgender search terms is most popular with women in the United States? Trans fucked by man or trans man gets fucked?
I feel like it's trans man gets fucked.
You feel wrong. It is trans fucked by man. Take a seat, Erin Ingle. You still got another chance. But Phil's got the eye of the tiger. Let's see if Phil can get this one correct and win the game. If you get this right, Phil, you win.
Cheer for Phil. Phil rules.
No, you guys, I don't want you guys on my team. You guys have been rooting this whole time. I hope you guys all get chlamydia from this motherfucker over here.
Consensually.
Consensually.
All right, Phil. True or false? The top gaining category in all of porn in 2024 was fisting.
False.
That is correct. It was false. Phil Burton wins the weakest kink.
Oh, you freaky son of a bitch.
The top gaining category was bukkake by 125%. And that is the weakest kink. Make some noise for all of our contestants.
That's right. You will
Shit.
respect Phil. He's a good little lad.
He does know his porn.
She got pregnant. How the fuck did she get pregnant?
Fisting.
Not by watching porn.
Fisted by a stork. Tale as old as time.
Just shoves the egg all the way up in there, yeah.
You're not gonna believe how much talent can get in there.
Okay, well, we've had fun, but.
What is this fucked up Looney Tunes cartoon that's been going on? All right, folks. Tyler's going to tally up the final scores. We do have our comedians. Of course, we've said a lot of fucked up things tonight. We've done a lot of fucked up things. We've gone to some weird places. I've seen the faces of some of the audience members. We did not all like what was going on during the show. But we want to make sure you guys get out of here on a nice note so you come back and see us again when we come back to Seattle. Yes, in which we absolutely will. You guys have been a wonderful audience. Tailor-made for this show. I have a nice palate cleanser ready for you guys. It's time for the palate cleanser round. Yes, so we're going to vibe out to the palate cleanser for just a second. We have asked all of our comedians to tell a clean, wholesome joke to get us out of here while Tyler tallies up the scores. They are going to do that right now. We're going to go in the same order that we began, starting off with Erin Ingle. Make some noise for Erin Ingle, everybody.
Okay. All right, y'all. You know I got a 2-year-old at home, and I gotta say, I am a stoner mom. Okay, I'm not smoking right now. Don't want this guy to be too chill. Just piping Incubus into headphones, though. That's my backup. I am a stoner mom. I don't think that society knows quite what to do with a stoner mom. We've accepted wine mom, right? She's at karate with her Yeti cup. We know what she's up to. But I just don't think pot is a bad drug. To me, pot is not an unsafe drug. Worst thing I've ever done on pot is try to capitalize a number. And, you know, I did give myself pause in that moment. I'm 35 years old looking for the big 7 right now. I don't know, and here it is. At the end of the day, you put me side by side with a sober mom who's having more fun looking at rocks. That's good, Scott. All right, thanks, guys.
Erin Ingle, everybody. And keep that nice energy going for Phil Burton and his clean, wholesome joke.
So I was thinking about Harriet Tubman the other day. So I just moved to a new neighborhood, and sometimes I feel dumb when I talk to my neighbors about their pets. Because I was talking to this neighbor, and I was like, "What's your cat's name?" And they said Hubble. I was like, "Okay, Hubble, just like the telescope." They're like, "No, like the person that invented the telescope." I was like, "Well, I'm trying my goddamn best right now. I kind of want to launch you into space." So, yeah, I'm still just a dark sense of humor, so thanks so much, man.
Phil Burton. And keep that nice energy going for Ricci Armani.
Usually when I do shows, I don't always talk about being gay, even though you guys can see and hear me. But that'd be crazy if I got up here with this voice and this crop jersey and I was like, "I love pussy and football." Like, would any of the ladies believe me if I was just like up here like, "Let me get in there"? No. Like, that'd be crazy. You know, I'm down there with a headlamp. I'm like, how do we even check it open? That's my joke.
That's Ricci Armani. Beautiful, beautiful stuff all the way around. Okay, Tyler, we have some prizes I think we're ready to give out. Let's hear that prize music.
Hey, everybody. Hey, give it up for all the comedians.
Give it up for all the comics. Tyler, tell them what they won.
All right, in third place, he just sunk. It's Ricci Armani, brave, 600 points. Who gets this? Popular parrots. Again, all things we found at thrift stores. Wow. Pictures of parrots. That's for you. Enjoy it. In second place, it was very close, right up to the end.
It's not in color, by
In
the
second
way.
place. Most of it is not in color, but there are 28 pictures.
Wait, who's this for?
This goes to Erin Ingle, everybody. Erin Ingle with 89 points. How to catch crabs.
I'll take silver.
How to catch crabs. The third edition, 3 times as big.
How to catch crabs. You want this, buddy? All
And
right.
in first place, what a comeback, it's Phil Burton, everybody. Phil Burton. Look at this. Stay Alive All Your Life by Norman Vincent Peale. Whatever that is. And one of the other Jesus books I found. How Will America Survive? That's for you. And hey, for Sarah, our horny front row guest, American Bible Prophecy. That's for you. Read the Bible. God damn.
Guys, that was our show. Make it loud one more time for Ricci Armani, Erin Ingle. As a thank you to all of our contestants for playing today, you do get one of our patented get out of cancellation free cards. If anything ever goes wrong, we got your back. Don't you worry. Just turn that in at your next meeting. We'll be taking care of y'all. One more time for all of our comments.
Let's do the SNL.
You guys can talk to them outside, say hi, take some pictures. We will be back here hopefully sometime soon. If you want to come see us again, follow us at Wrong Game Show. If you really like us, come buy a little bit of merch after the show. We'll be right outside with stickers, t-shirts, and hats. You guys have been a fucking incredible audience. Thank you for
Seattle.
treating us right. We love this city and we can't wait to be back. Have a great night. Stay wrong, everybody.